All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Eddie Law. I am the host of In the Pocket with my friend Nick Pilecki. How you doing, man?
Not much, man. Just hanging out, enjoying my day off.
Day off, lucky bastard. Fucking, I want a day off at some point. One day. One day. That's what you hope for, is one day to have enough money to have as many fucking days off as you want to. Forever.
And still get paid for it.
Yeah, exactly. What the hell? Anyway, well, if you pay yourself, you get paid all the time. So it's kind of how it works. But, well, kind of. Anyway, moving on to some actual MMA stuff. Not a lot going on, not a lot of events. Obviously, this weekend there was, lion fights. There was, glory. Nothing huge happened in those, so nothing really worth mentioning. What did happened. People kind of losing their minds about Ronda Rousey and Travis Brown. Travis Brown coming out on Dushwani's show saying that him and Ronda aren't dating. They're not together. That he's her man and she's his woman. Kind of a cavemanish type of phrase. So they're together. Ronda Rousey comes out later, a couple days later, and I don't know what the word is. She basically verifies. There you go. She basically says yeah, they're in a relationship, and I read that and I literally thought about it for a second. All right, cool, whatever. I don't give a shit. Not even 30 minutes later, everybody freaking the hell out. Ronda Rousey dating a domestic abuser. First of all, nothing was proven. Nothing. Dude didn't go to trial. He didn't get arrested. There's 0 charges. Nothing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. All there was is his estranged wife putting up pictures on Instagram, which, by the way, she has a lot of pictures, which to me screams attention, but still. She has a lot of pictures. She looks goddamn good, so I didn't mind looking at them. But the certain pictures that we're talking about are the ones of bruising and just basically bruises, I think, on her arms and a couple other spots. So she said she didn't. I don't think she came out and said it until in the comments later on in those Instagram photos. But she did insinuate and later on basically outright say Travis Brown did that to her. The UFC had an independent investigation, came out and cleared Mr. Travis Brown, and is now set to fight Meathead Matt Mitrione in January, I believe. So it's a roller coaster for Travis Brown. Then this whole thing with him and Ronda Rousey comes out, and everyone loses their minds again. On top of that, some dimwit, freaking twat, or twat, as Andrew likes to say, some freaking twat, freaking finally finished reading the Ronda Rousey book after like months of it being out. And they're like, oh, wait a minute, she admitted to being a domestic abuser. Apparently she beat the shit out of some ex-boyfriend because he took nudie pictures of her without her knowing, right? So you put all this together, and it's a ball of just who gives up, who just cares? Nobody cares. I don't care. I mean, I don't watch Ronda Rousey because I care about who she's dating. I don't watch Travis Brown because I care who he's banging. I want to see both of them fight. I just want to see fights. You know what I mean? But you do have the social justice warriors that had to stand up for something and have to be like, oh, she should be, all this kind of garbage. So first of all, before we go into the rest of this whole mess that is Rousey Travis Brown, when you first heard of Travis Brown, look, we all knew. We kind of knew. We've seen pictures and all that crap. We kind of knew. But when it was verified, did you give a crap?
No, I'm in the same boat as you. Who cares who they're together, if they're not together? It's ridiculous. And then finally someone actually reading Ronda Rousey's book, which I have, by the way, and I haven't finished either.
I'm halfway done.
It's good, but I didn't get to that part yet. But finally someone got to that part and talked about it, that she beat the shit out of her boyfriend. Okay, she'll probably do the same shit to Travis Brown.
Yeah.
Pretty sure she'll whoop his ass too. But if who cares, man? It's like you said, we care about them fighting. I really don't care about their personal lives unless they're saving puppies out of a burning tree and beating up murderers and shit like that. I don't give a fuck what they do outside the octagon, except John Jones, because fuck John Jones. But I don't care. Like it shouldn't matter. And then, like you said, all the Twitter journalists come out and just decide to bash both of them. It's ridiculous. And then No, I don't know if you're going to do that next. The petition.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that right now.
Okay. So, fuck, no one cares.
Exactly. And here's the thing about it's just people are so bored with their own lives that they take up all these, quote unquote causes, right? Oh, my back computer's shaking. They take up all these causes, right? And one of them is a petition to strip Ronda Rousey of her title because she's dating because she's in a sexual relationship. First of all, no one's admitted anything sexual, although if you're dating Ronda Rousey, come on. But, they're saying because she's in a sexual relationship with a married man. First of all, none of your goddamn business. Second of all, really a petition to strip Ronda Rousey of a title because of that. That's dumb. I bet there's a bunch of other fighters in the UFC and Bellator and all these other promotions that are cheating on their wives and or husbands, whatever they're with, and no one gives a crap. You know what I mean? Politicians do it all the time, and they're caught, and they get away with it. But no one puts a petition telling them that they should get fired on moral grounds. Get out of here. But yeah, you saw that petition too, man. What'd you think of that garbage?
That's fucking ridiculous. And that her whole division signed that shit so they can get that belt. You probably have to think about that. But no, it's
name number one on there is gonna be Miesha Tate. Watch.
But it's stupid, man. Do people really care about want to strip her of her title over something this stupid? Okay, she's dating a quote unquote married man. Do you have the proof of that? No.
Well, okay, time out.
They're adults too. Well, yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, he's married, but they're separated, and it's pretty fucking clear it's separated. And the lady, his wife doesn't want nothing to do with him, and he wants nothing to do with her either. They just, So I mean, that's just the thing. But again, none of people's business. There might be people that are in the public eye, right? Mm-hmm. And you put yourself out there. There's people that just are that bored with their own lives. They're gonna make a huge deal about yours. But come on, right? I mean,
And that came out Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And Ariel, I was surprised. Ariel said nothing about that petition. I think I watched some of this show.
Well, he talked to Travis Brown straight up, so he's not gonna bring out the petition to Travis Brown on the phone. So, and then get cussed out and then blocked forever.
That's like he did with Rampage, but that's a different story. But no, it's no one's business. It's their own lives. Just don't worry about them. Worry about what they do inside the cage. Unless he murdered someone, don't worry about it. Either if he did quote unquote beat his wife's ass and everything like that, the justice system will take care of that shit and everything like that. The commission will take care of that shit. Then we can talk about it. But if no one's taking care of it right now, and UFC already did take care of it, don't worry about it. Just continue on with fucking lies. Wait for him to fight and beat the shit out of Meathead, and wait for Ronda to beat the shit out of her next opponent who are home, and you'll love her again, and you'll love them both again. So,
yeah, exactly. People are gonna forget this real quick. That's the thing about media these days. It's so fast. Media moves so fast. Twitter has made everything so instant that we also instantly forget everything. So. Yeah, give it another month. No one's gonna care. Not even a month. Less than that. No one's gonna care. Another couple of months, we're gonna forget they're dating. Except for TMZ is gonna be all over their ass. Like they're followed everywhere now. And I think someone posted this shit. I think probably BJPenn.com or some garbage ass website put out the pictures. First pictures of Ronda Rousey and Travis Brown officially together. Like what? According to you, because they probably made it Facebook official. Now it's official. Fuck face. Shut up with your garbage. Oh.
Well, it's Facebook official. It's true. It has to be true now.
Yeah, right. And look, I imagine it's an irritating topic to talk about. And I'm probably more irritated than I should be right now because I watched the Democratic debate that happened last night. I watched it today on YouTube, and
shitstorm.
Oh, we're fucked.
It's a huge shitstorm.
Yeah, Andrew's gonna keep talking shit about us because we're fucked and he knows it and we know it. So it's kind of how it works. Anyway, we'll talk politics on some episode of ULive later on. Moving on, keeping on the topic of petitions. Mr. Nick Diaz had his petition not only make 100K, passed it. I think it's at about 109,000 signatures now, which means the White House has to address it, supposedly. But the White House has to address it, which means Barack Obama will read the name Nick Diaz and the words tested positive for weed 3 times and banned for 5 years. And he's going to have no idea who he is, not going to care. Are we just talking about, look, it's going to the White House, right? 100,000 signatures, over 100,000. It has to go to the White House. Do they have bigger fish to fry than this? And is that going to make it so they're just not going to do anything about it?
Yes, they have way bigger fish to fry than Nick Diaz. But what if Obama's a UFC fan and knows Nick Diaz? That shit's going to get probably noticed for a minute. But other than that, that's it. It's I don't know, man. I would like to see it get fixed and the whole situation get fixed, but I highly, highly, highly doubt it that it's going to get fixed. It made it to the White House, good accomplishment. But other than that, I don't see it doing any good.
No, it's the same. Yeah, same here, man. Oh wow. Okay. Just real quick. Apparently, and because you know how we always look for what the next events are. We don't have any UFC until not this weekend, but next weekend. I'm looking at the World Series of Fighting website. I know we're talking about Nick. Give me a second. World Series of Fighting 25, an 8-man lightweight tournament, November 20th in Phoenix, Arizona. Guess who's gonna go? Me. So just let you know, I'll be there. All right. So Nick Diaz, man, he gets the signatures. Here's the thing. Last night yesterday they were away. They were like 16,000, 18,000 signatures away. Overnight they hit the 100K and then kept on going. So it's a nice gesture. It's a nice thing that you can send to maybe the Nevada State Athletic Commission to be like, hey, you guys are idiots. You know, all these fans plus more, think you're stupid and you overdid it. But I mean, I would love Barack Obama to come out and be like, don't be scared, homie. Pat Lumbaugh, you're full of shit. You're fired. You stupid bitch. I can't do his voice. I wish I could. But still, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be great if Barack Obama actually came out and be like, yeah, I think they overdid that shit.
Stockton 209, what?
Exactly. You know, Stockton 209. What? Wait, I got that wrong. Here's the thing. It'd be freaking awesome if he used this, because right now he's on the thing where, I don't know if you watched the HBO special where he talked about putting people in jail for stupid crap like non-violent drug offenses, right?
Yep.
And so this kinda is in line with that. Not very close, but it's in that direction to punishing people for smoking weed.
Yeah.
And non-violent, although Nick is a violent motherfucker, but smoking weed and just having dumb craps happen too. So I don't know. I'm hoping, man. I'm hopeful that although I don't believe that for 1 second the White House is going to do anything about it, I'm hopeful that this is enough to make the Nevada State Athletic Commission get really embarrassed, like really embarrassed, to do something and maybe change it up or do something to rectify the situation.
Yeah. Did they bring up in the hearing his fight at the WSOF event?
They did not. As far as I remember, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a minute, but
I don't think they did either.
And I don't really want to put myself through actually watching all that shit again on YouTube.
Yeah.
Although I have listened to the Fifth Amendment thing over and over again. That shit's great.
I'm pretty sure they didn't, but
yeah, I don't think so.
That's something else they can bring up if it goes to higher court. It's like, well, you fought outside the octagon, you could still get fined, and now you're still banned. Like that, it sucks to say that, but not 5 years. Yeah, exactly. But shit, that could be fuel to the fire later. But fuck it.
Meanwhile, Joe Warren suspended for 3 months or 90 days for now. He's looking at a year-long suspension for marijuana after Bellator 143. Mind you, this is also the third time he's busted for something. I don't know what the other two were, but he's been busted 3 times for something now. So if he's only looking at a year, once again, the Nevada State Athletic Commission looks like a power-hungry, super corrupt organization, and everyone knows it. You know what I mean? So it's I don't know, it's ridiculous. I honestly just want to see Diaz's legal team bitch slap them in court. It'd be awesome. Like, just own them so badly that they all have to quit the athletic commission, and we get just a whole new board. It'd be awesome. Especially if it's I know Eccles, their attorney. I want to say he's not the DA, but he's their attorney basically. Yeah. I would love to see him get fired too. He's like that kid that like got made fun of and pushed around in school, right? And then by the jocks. He went to school, got his law degree, got hired as the attorney for the NSAC, and now he's sticking it to the jocks because he can. That's what he reminds me of. He really does. It's almost like you ever seen Old School?
Yes.
It's kind of like that with the guy that was trying to kick the fraternity off of campus. So that's just kind of what it reminds me of. But anyway, moving on here, and I'm not gonna lie to you, my brain just went everywhere but where it needs to be. Oh yeah, that's right. Your nemesis / rival / guy that will whoop your ass if you actually got close enough to PVZ to do it. Sage Northcutt going over to TriStar, man. Going to be training with Mr. GSP. In fact, I think a picture already came out of him with GSP and a couple other guys, man. Northcutt's 19 years old. He's raw talent, but he's super athletic. Quick compared to Trevino, as Aaron Robbins pointed out yesterday on Keyboard Warriors. But he's super athletic, man. And you saw the flip he did after the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I was impressed with the kid. I really was, as far as a physical specimen and the physical tools to fight. Now you go to Farasa Hobby, a camp that has GSP, that's had Rashad Evans before, that has wow,
Rory. It has Rory.
Huh? Rory McDonald. McDessie has a bunch. I think McDessie has a bunch of dudes. Like, that's a killer camp to go to at 19, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna sharpen your teeth with some of the baddest dudes on the planet. That's a nice place to go. What'd you think of that move?
I had two things about it. One, I kind of liked it, and two, I didn't, because he's going to learn how to wrestle fuck everybody, and all that talent's going to go away. And I'm pretty sure Fred Kirby said that on Keyboard. I didn't watch it, but I'm pretty sure he would say something like that. But then again, I do like it because, he's with GSP, he's with Rory Mack, he's with all these good fighters that can polish him at this young age and make him into a different kind of animal. Mm-hmm. But everyone keeps saying that, oh, he's going to be there from now on. He's going to move to Canada. No. He said he's not. He's just going up there for a week. He's taking some time off school, go up there for a week, see how it is, and come back home. He has school and shit like that to do. But it's a good camp for him to start off at. Get some tools under his belt, go back to Katie, and show them what he learned. And I hope he doesn't just go over there. I hope he goes to Rufus Sport. I hope he goes to Winklejohn and all them, and get little tools and then pick a place to go to. And this kind of brings up what I wanted to talk about TJ Dillashaw later, though. I was going to say a little comment. It's
no, go ahead. Dude, bring it up now. We can make
sense. Yeah, it's kind of like camps need to start drafting fighters. I was thinking about it. Like, TJ Dillashaw is getting paid to go to Revolution, and I think this is going to be something that you're going to start seeing with all these newer fighters and everything. They're going to pay the fighters to come show off their brand, and they're going to turn to little teams, but individual in a way too, kind of like NFL. Like, you draft to go to that team, you get paid this amount. Yeah, you're a part of a team, but you get your own endorsements, you get your own shit like this. Like, I think MMA is slowly turning into that, especially with TJ Dillashaw doing this. And I think Sage could be the next one, going to every camp and just seeing which one drafts him first and offers him the most. You know what I mean? But what do you think about that?
And you know what? It's a good point. It could get to that point, to where camps are. I mean, look, clearly camps are recruiting. Clearly, our friend Justin, Mr. Justin Huffman, was actually at UFC in Houston at UFC 192.
Yep,
and said that there were some camps, doing a little bit of recruiting on young Mr. Northcutt. So, camps are recruiting dudes. It's very clear. Evolution Fight Team kind of basically recruited TJ Dillashaw. We don't know if it did Matt Brown and Clay Guida. I'm sure they did, but we don't know for 100%. But
think about CM Punk too, going to Rufus Sport and trying out all the other gyms.
You know what? Here's the thing about CM Punk. I think he did that because it's Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, is right. He's like, it's like an hour or two away from his.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Chicago. So that's kind of what that makes sense. By the way, I don't remember 100%. Did he get hurt, CM Punk?
I have no idea.
Is that what I heard? CM Punk got injured.
I have no idea. I'll be pissed.
I'll look it up because I want to find out. I won't be pissed. I'll laugh. But I'll look it up while we're doing the show right now. But anyway, as far as Northcutt going to TriStar, hey, good luck, dude. You're joining a camp of killers. Once you learn all your stuff there, move on to Winklejohn, to Jackson Winklejohn. Learn what killers there. After that, you can go anywhere. AKA learn some wrestling. You know what I mean? There's a lot of places you can go to refine your skills. Now, since we're talking about that, I want to move on to another coaching controversy that actually went down yesterday. Anyone that didn't see the video of Ronda Rousey's mom talking to what was the name? Something LMMA, LM, something like that. So I forgot I apologize. I don't remember the media outlet, but did an interview with him. They got her on video saying that Edmund, how do you say his last name? Do you know? Trevan? Yeah. Ronda Rousey's head coach, Edmund, right? She basically said he was a bad coach and a bad person, and that she would never tell anyone to go there. Okay. That's a lot to say about the guy that's not only coaching your daughter, but the world champion. Basically, the more kind of agreed upon, or everyone kind of agrees she's the best, at least female fighter on the planet, if not possibly fighter on the planet, right? Most dominant. So that's a lot to say about the coach, man. I mean, I don't know, man. If you're Ronda Rousey, what do you think of those comments?
I don't know. It's one of those things that like, should we care? But it's kind of, I don't know. It's weird. Like coming from Rhonda's mom, do you think Rhonda's going to be mad at her? Probably.
Oh yeah.
But it's kind of true. Like he did get that one diamond in his camp, and it's paying his bills and making him famous as a coach and everything like that. TJ Dillashaw with Ben Ludwig, same shit. It's just like every coach gets their diamond in the rough. John Jones with Winklejohn and them. It's just it's just someone that actually spoke up about it, and it happens to be Ronda Rousey's mom, who's a badass in herself too. So it's maybe she's bashing him and shit like that, but who cares?
And here's the thing: if I was Ronda Rousey, my mom went off and said that shit, right? I'd be like, hey, chill the fuck out with that public comment shit. You could have told me first. Although I'm pretty convinced that she's told Ronda a million times, because that's the kind of lady that does not keep her mouth shut, especially when it involves her daughter, right? Mm-hmm. So, but let's be honest. Edmund got super lucky that Ronda Rousey walked in his gym, and he ignored her for months. Supposedly, ignored her. Finally started coaching her, and oh shit, she's good. I better work on this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. Someone asked me during my Periscope. I want to say it was this morning. If not, this morning. Will Ronda's mom's comments mess with Ronda's camp? Here's my view. No, won't mess with this camp at all. They'll find a way around it to get past it and get past this fight. And Ronda Rousey, just on pure talent and being herself, should pretty much smash Holly Holm pretty quickly. But future camps, if you had to choose between your head coach and your mom, ooh man, that's harsh. So someone else asked me if I could see Ronda Rousey changing camps. Ooh, that's tough, man.
I can, because she's not going to go against her mom, and she's that talent overall. That's like, okay, fine, you can put me in any camp, I'll still be the baddest motherfucker in the world. So I think she would, but she's known him forever. Like she's even said it on Joe Rogan's podcast. Like they are close friends, like almost best friend, or as a best friends. But of course, you have to pick mom. Do you really want mom on your bad side? Like really? You can't have that. So I think Ronda Rousey definitely 100% would side with their mom and change camps if it came down to it. But I think this is just a one little comment that came out of nowhere. That's going to be it. It will be squashed by next week. Maybe.
That'll be the interesting part, is whether or not her mom repeats it. Yeah. And whether Edmund actually responds. You know what I mean?
Or she goes on Helwani's show and starts talking shit too.
Please, Dr. Ann, please don't go on Douchewani's show and lower yourself to that level. Okay? He'll try to get you in a fight with Ronda Rousey and to get into some bull crap.
Mom versus daughter. I can see the promos now.
I bet mom wins. Motherfucker. I bet mom wins.
I bet Ronda will not put one hand on her
she would just stand there and take it. She's like get armbarred.
Twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Herb Dean would run in and she would armbar Herb Dean and then armbar Ronda one more time.
Yeah, exactly. Dana White comes in trying to stop her and shit. She'll just armbar his ass too. But I don't know. The reason why this is interesting in a story like Ronda Rousey, Travis Brown dating is dumb. It's because this actually could affect the fight. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. A fighter's mindset and confidence and all that is huge in a fight. So, although I don't see anything changing this camp at all, even affecting this camp whatsoever, I do think there's going to be at least something to talk about before the next fight. Right?
Yeah, no, there'll be questions right after the fight. Yeah, like a week after the fight, saying, "Hey, do you still want to stay here after your mom?" Or,
dude,
maybe they'll be like, "Get the fuck out! Your mom's a bitch."
Wait till the pre. Well, no, he's not gonna kick her out. Be stupid. But wait till the pre-fight and post-fight conferences. That's gonna be where it's at, dude. Ronda Rousey's gonna.
You want to bet who's gonna ask the first fucking question?
Yeah, right. It's gonna be. You know what? I might take that bet. I think John Morgan beats hell douchebag to the mic. But anyway, by the way, someone this morning asked me why I disliked Helwani, and I don't know if you watched it, but I wanted a good 15-20 minute rant on why I can't stand the motherfucker. Anyway, yeah, so we'll see. She's gonna, you know what? Those press conferences are gonna be hilarious because they're gonna ask her about everything but the fights, like everything but.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we know you're gonna kick her ass, but what about your mom?
Yeah. What about your mom? What about Travis Brown? What about Travis Brown's strange wife? Blah blah blah. They can ask about everything but fighting.
Is it messing with your camp? Blah 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 blah. Ugh. What if she loses? Damn. Media will rip her a new one.
Oh, dude, she'll have to go on like a 6-month vacation just to get away from the world, man. I don't know. I honestly don't know how she handles it now. That's why people always they keep thinking that she's gonna fight into her 30s. No, she's not. She's 28 years old. I'm sticking to my prediction that she retires at the end of 2016. Mm-hmm. I don't think she can keep up with this kind of look. She's got plenty of money to probably retire now, go do something else if she wants to. Okay, at this point. I think she retires at the end of 2016 with plenty of money, no need to prove anything else, okay? And she can go do something else and not have as much attention. Go act if you want to. Apparently, no one cares if actors cheat on their husbands or wives. No one cares if actors are hitting coke on the way to the set or on driving their kid home. They hit a bump real quick while they're driving through the school zone. Like, they don't give a crap because they're not saying anything about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, it's... You have to think about it. Ronda Rousey is like the Rock of UFC. She's that person that's that dynamic, that whoops that much ass, which, yes, wrestling's fake and all that shit. But like that attention that when she goes away, she can do whatever the fuck she wants. She can go do movies. She can do a reality TV show. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. She can even go back to bartend if she wants to and get fucking millions of dollars there. Just people come visiting her bartending again like she used to. She can do whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah.
And still kick your ass and probably come back and kick ass too.
Yep. Yeah. So, and Andrew Reid heading off to do another episode of The Musings with Mr. Aaron Robbins and Fred Kirby. If you haven't, thanks to Andrew for sticking as long as you could. If you haven't listened to The Musings, and I know, look, I talk about it all the time. You guys need to listen to The Musings show. I retweet it as soon as it comes out. That is some entertaining shit. And you might get offended. If you're easily offended, you will get offended. You might get offended and then laugh your ass off about it. So definitely listen to The Musings. Mr. Andrew Reid, thank you so much. We'll talk to you later on and listen to your show with you and Mr. Robbins and Mr. Kirby. Mike Jarvis tweeting in saying, Ronda's totally different breed of fighter. Don't think it hurts her.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it hurts her. So, but I do think we might see some changes, though. That'll be the interesting part.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Well, excuse me. Moving on. Oh, yeah. We didn't talk about GSP saying that he would support Nick Diaz. Isn't that weird? Support Nick Diaz against the commission?
Yeah, because Nick Diaz fucking hates GSP and GSP fucking hates Nick Diaz. It's weird. Like, if you ever watched Tommy Toehold's show, his little skits, go watch the one with him and Nick Diaz. It's fucking hilarious. And at the end, he's like, fuck you, George. I mean, thank you, George. I mean, what the fuck?
What'd I do?
It's true. Like, it's crazy that one of the fighters that hates you the most, you're supporting. It's kind of like Chael supports Anderson Silva. That's what the fuck? That's like DC supporting John Jones. What the fuck? And it's kind of I like it because it's showing that he's putting the differences aside and worrying about the sport. Yep. And GSP even said like Anderson Silva and all these other fighters got penalized for dope for a year, but for marijuana 5 years, it's ridiculous. And he's on the same boat as everybody else that's on the Free Nick Diaz campaign. And I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's nice to see. I think it's nice to see GSP be like, hey, you know what? Nevada's got it wrong. You can't fuck this guy like that. So, all right, we talked about that. Moving on, Ben Rothwell. Well, if you haven't heard, you're gonna be a little upset because this weekend or next weekend's card, which is already headlined by a baller fight between Joe Duffy and Dustin Poirier, which I'm telling you is gonna be a sick fucking fight, was supposed to be co-headlined by Stipe Miocic and Ben Rothwell. And I was hoping for a Ben Rothwell weirdo promo if he won, which I was picking Stipe anyway. But now Stipe got hurt. I haven't heard what the injury is. I'm sure it's out there by now. Ben Rothwell's been pulled. They couldn't find anybody to take the fight. Or could they? Mr. Matt Mitrione hitting up Twitter saying, they called me. Ben Rothwell turned down the fight. Ben Rothwell right away getting on Twitter saying, yeah, you're full of shit, dude. Why are you making shit up? I'll fight you. I don't even need it to be a fight. I'll do it outside or whatever he said. Meathead wanted to fight him and keep his fight against Travis Brown in January. Look, man, I could see Matt beating Ben Rothwell even on short notice, but you don't want to lose to Ben Rothwell, man. You really don't want to lose to Ben Rothwell. Right? So
especially the promo afterwards. But no, I think that's Meathead trying to get out of that Brown fight. I think that was his thing. He's like, fuck that. I'd rather go fight Ben Rothwell and possibly win instead of getting my head knocked the fuck off and me probably getting kicked out of the UFC. I'd rather do that shit.
It's possible. That's my first instinct was this guy's trying to get out of the Travis Brown fight. He realized he fucked up.
Or he's noticing that Uriah Hall is doing that shit, like picking up fights and making a name for himself again.
He's getting paid too.
Yeah, he's getting paid, but nah. It sucks for Ben Rothwell. Maybe they should just bring him in the cage and have him cut a promo real quick and leave.
I think, yeah. I think they said he's the alternate or possible replacement in case someone gets injured in the JDS Overeem fight.
No.
I would be insanely disappointed if somehow that fight doesn't go down. I will be like borderline depressed because that's a fight I've been wanting to see forever. For real. I've been wanting to see JDS beat the shit out of Overeem forever. So
you can just imagine Eddie curling up in the ball on his bed, just like, I'm done with this. Fuck this. One fight.
We were right there. We were right there.
That shit will happen to me if Aldo McGregor does not happen again.
Oh, dude, I don't think it's happening.
No, I read that too.
No, fuck that. I think Jose's gonna pull out again. Like a biatch. I think Frankie Edgar. I think there's a reason they have Frankie Edgar fighting the night before. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, it's Super Weekend. No, I agree with you.
Hell yeah, it's a backup plan.
Why the fuck do we have fights Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? God damn it. No, is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
What the hell? What's on Thursday? Is it Invicta? No.
There's Paige. Then there's Paige headlining one.
There's a Paige. There's a Frankie. And
December 10th, December 11th, December 12th.
I'm gonna need so much weed.
I'm gonna need to just take that weekend off of work.
I know. I'm gonna need to not fucking work. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, I didn't know that, so now we gotta look that up. But let's see. Anything else left on the
Hendricks taking deer meat and blaming deer meat. Oh God, there's so many.
Get out of here. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, fuck you, Johnny Hendricks. Because first of all, your ass owns a fucking barbecue restaurant in Dallas that's called Big Rigs that you eat at every night and say, no, the staff looks out for me and looks out for me cutting weight. No, they fucking don't. Because in that embedded video, yeah, you had a salad next to you, but you had a big ass fucking steak right next to you too. So stop blaming other shit. Okay, cool, you had kidney stones. Sorry, that shit happens. I passed one before. Fuck that shit. But why the fuck are you eating deer meat to begin with during your fight camp? That's just common fucking sense. It's high protein. No.
Here's the thing. He claims deer meat dried his intestines out, right? Aaron Robbins made this point very clear yesterday on Keyboard Warriors. He actually lives where there's deer meat. He eats deer meat all the time. He doesn't dry your intestines out.
I've eaten deer meat before. It does not dry your intestines out. I have deer meat in my fridge right now, in my freezer.
Exactly. So, Johnny, you got to find something better to say than deer meat did it.
Just saying, I like the steaks. I like the breakfast tacos here in Texas, and I'm sorry.
Just take ownership of your mistake, dude, and fix it. That's it.
I would like you a lot better if you owned up to it.
Exactly. This is making everyone get real pissed off, man. Like,
especially Nick.
Oh yeah, exactly. So,
where you at, Johnny?
Exactly.
You at the taco stand?
You at the taco stand, motherfucker? Yeah. Anyway, all right. Last thing we're gonna talk about here before we close the show off. We have MMA this weekend. Woo! World Series of Fighting. World Series of Fighting 24 Saturday, October 17th. This Saturday out in Foxwoods in Connecticut. Headlined by the most exciting fight ever. John Fitch against Yushin Okami. Woo! Yeah. No.
Who cares?
Exactly. That's kind of I'm hoping that one of them goes, let's not bore the people to death. Let's
go for it.
Let's just go for it. Let's actually try to win the fight, and I try just to point my way out. Oh, what the fuck? Anyway. Sorry. I thought I saw some red shit. Is it a red? That's red a little bit. Huh. Where the hell is that from? Anyway. Sorry. That's what happens when you can see yourself when you're talking. So, yeah, Yushin Okami against John Fitch. The co-main event, Ivanov against Mayman. And Mr. Nick Newell is back, and he's fighting on this card as well, along with Benny Magalhaes against Matt Hamill. Of course, if you remember, Matt Hamill was supposed to fight Thiago Silva in Phoenix. Minutes before the card, all of us in Media Row, which all of us that showed up early or on time, so just me, heard in the back that Mr. Matt Hamill was in the ER. and he was really sick and not doing well, so he wasn't going to fight that night. And then Silva ended up getting knocked out by some no-name dude. So anyway, Matt Hamill's back in the fight, Vinny Magalhaes, and then the rounding out the main card, Bibulatov against Freelo. So who knows against who knows. And of course they have their prelims online on I think or WSOF.com. But that's this weekend, Saturday, October 17th. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know of any other events. I'm pretty sure Bellator don't got shit this weekend. Am I right?
Yeah, I think it's next week.
Next week, yeah, great job. You're gonna go up against Joe Duffy and Dustin Poirier.
Stupid.
All right. Maybe it depends on what Bellator brings. But all right, that's gonna do it for us, man. It's gonna do it. Nice, quick show. I can go take a nap in before I go work out, and then a football show tonight with Mr. Michael Reyes and yourself if you want to jump in, or are you gonna work?
I gotta work. I gotta run out of the work and count money because manager's out of town. Fuck.
Week. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
So if you like football, stick to my Twitter. We'll send out the link. All right. So that's going to do it for us today. My name is Eddie Law. That is Nick Pilecki. You can follow him at NickXMicro. Follow me at ELaw31. The page, of course, at CrossBonesMMA. Follow the Keyboard Warriors. Fuck it, at Keyboard MMA. Shout out to the guys over at FightBookMMA.com. The good guys over there. We will see you guys next week for another episode of In the Pocket. Or before that, we feel like doing another show. You never know.
You never fucking know.
Exactly. For sure tonight, punt in the nuts. Myself, Michael Reyes, talking about football. So if you're into football, American football, Andy. You're into football. Tune in tonight, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. And then I know tomorrow we got nothing planned. No event this weekend for UFC, so no preview show. Saturday we got I believe we got nothing. Damn, man, it's kind of a dead weekend. Yeah, well, I get to take a break. And then Sunday, we got Tirando Chingazos, and of course, one of the few MMA shows in Spanish. Myself, Jesse Rubalcaba, and a special guest this weekend. You do not want to miss this weekend. It's going to be a great guest. Obviously, if you're a Spanish speaker, you're going to love it. If you're not, you're going to learn some Spanish. Just tune in, have some fun, and you can see who we have on. All right. Thanks, Nick, for joining me. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Everyone have a good day. And make the most out of your time on this planet because shit's getting dark, man. I watched the debate. It's getting crazy.
We're fucked.
We're fucked. Peace.